Good morning, beautiful souls. Welcome to day 2. It is my honor to guide you in this 5-day meditation and yoga experience. Breathe in love. Let's breathe in some love. And roll your shoulders back. Yesterday was a beautiful belly love meditation. Today will be about a 15-minute plus or minus slow flow I love me yoga experience. Whether you're a beginner, whether you're an experienced beginner, this is going to be perfect for you because today we are focusing on the gift of time. Time to be with yourself, time to honor that time to notice what's going on within. So I hope that this yoga practice will offer you so much. And it's not a requirement, but that is my hope. So let's close our eyes and pause for a moment. And if you are loving this breathe in love experience, when you love something, if it brings you joy, if it brings you happiness, if it offers you something, tell someone. That's the greatest compliment that you could give me. And I am on a mission to guide women on this journey of self-acceptance so they can embrace their bodies and start living authentic AF in your business, as a mom, as a wife, as a woman, right? It's so important. So let's go inward. Let's close our eyes and let's take a few deep breaths. Go ahead and take a deep breath in with me and let it all go. These cleansing breaths, you'll notice I always start with them. They're powerful. They are supportive. They help you to release, to find relief. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, a nice strong release. And let yourself be with the breath today. We don't have to rush into the movement part. Maybe you were more excited about the actual yoga movement because yoga is a lifestyle. It's not just a physical exercise, which mainstream America has turned it into, but it's an opportunity to connect with self on and off the mat. And you're here and you made it. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in, rolling the shoulders back and deeply exhaling it out. Closing the eyes. Noticing what's going on. Yoga is an observation practice. So can you observe self without judgment? Like, oh, I feel bloated from what I ate yesterday, or I feel stiff because I was lazy yesterday, right? But instead of those thoughts, how about, hey, I feel a little bloated. Maybe this yoga practice will give me some relief. I'm stiff. Yesterday there just wasn't movement. So today, let me honor that. So let's shift the inner dialogue. Continue to roll those shoulders back. Let it feel good. And just be with your breath for another few moments. There's no need to rush today. You're gifting yourself time. Time to notice. Time to observe This is a practice of letting go of a lifetime of judgments. Let your breath guide you through today's practice. And I was watching Super Soul Sunday with Oprah the other day, and I'll read this to you, but keep your eyes closed, please. The most valuable gift you can give yourself is time. Time to be more fully present. Your journey to become more inspired and have a deeper understanding. Let me read that again. The most valuable gift you can give yourself is time. Time to be more fully present. It's your journey to become more inspired and have a deeper understanding. So let's put our hands on our heart, honoring this time we're gifting to ourselves. Breathe it in. And please meet me in tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And do your best, rather than looking at the screen, do your best to trust the words. Trust that you can listen to my directions, my words. Trust yourself that you know what you're doing. So press into the mat, keep your toes untucked, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, pull the wrists towards your knees, look up, open the heart. And exhale, press into the mat, arch the back. We're going into a sequence of cat-cow. Inhale, opening the heart, pulling the wrists towards the knees. And exhale, pressing into the mat, arching the back. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, arching the back. Inhale, opening that heart space. And exhale, pressing in and arching the back. Coming back to center. Bring your knees to the outside of the mat or wide, just wide, about 2 to 3 feet apart. Let your toes touch. Bring your hips towards your feet and reach forward into a child's pose. If your body allows, let your forehead meet the mat. And pause here. As you inhale, fill up the back body. And as you exhale, maybe your hips sink a little deeper. Maybe you rock your forehead left and right. Massaging out the sinuses, connecting to that third eye. I'm just pausing here. You can come to this pose at any time during the practice. You don't need permission from me. A few more cycles of breath here. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Maybe you feel the breath filling up the back of the heart space as you inhale. And you exhale, letting go, surrendering. And every time you come to the mat for any kind of practice of movement, always check in with yourself. Why? Why am I doing this? Is this movement for pleasure, not punishment? It's important. So on your next exhale, tiptoe those fingers over to the left, right hand over left. Look under the left armpit. Pause here. Feel a nice side body stretch on your right side. Let it be slow, let it be gentle. One more cycle of breath here. Come back to center, tent your fingers. Pause. And gently tiptoe those fingers over to the right. Left hand over right. Look under the right armpit if that works for you. And pause here. Feeling a stretch in your left side body. Inhale fully. And exhale deeply. Remember to practice letting go of that judgment. You're here. You're doing this. You don't need to look like me, and that's what's beautiful about our bodies. We're different, so we can celebrate that. Your goal shouldn't be to look like your yoga teacher. Your goal should be to find what feels good to you. Look like you. All right, let's come back to center. Come to tabletop position. Yes, I have notes here. I am human. I'm also a mom, so I can't always remember everything. So what I'll invite you to do is actually bring your knees to meet your hands, tuck your toes, and stand on your toes if you're able to, keeping your hands on the mat. And I want you to slowly, with your hands on the mat, raise the hips up and come into your version of a forward fold. So knees bent generously, belly touching the thighs. Maybe you're here. Maybe you're here. The goal of yoga is not to touch your toes. This is a soul connection experience. I've also been practicing yoga longer. I can touch the mat. You don't have to. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Avoid judging your toes right now. Grab your elbows. And as you exhale, surrender. Knees bent generously. feeling that beautiful stretch in the back of the hamstrings, maybe pulling your tailbone up towards the ceiling, nodding your head yes, nodding your head no. Enjoying this forward fold. Some call it like a rag doll. Release the elbows, and then with control, press your feet into the floor and gently roll up one vertebrae at a time, meeting me in mountain pose. If you gotta fix yourself, it's okay, go for it. Close the eyes, palms open, heart lifted, roll the shoulders back. This mountain pose, Tadasana, is where we will come often to connect with yourself, to notice, how am I feeling now that I'm standing strong in who I am, in this time that I'm creating for myself. Inhale, look up, arms to the sky, grab one wrist, and exhale, gently lean over to one side. Pausing here for a moment, feel the side body stretch. Inhale, arms to the sky, look up, grab the opposite wrist. As you exhale, gently lean over to one side. Pausing here. Please match my breath as you hear me breathing. Gift that to yourself. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let your fingers rain down. You'll see kids do this. I like to call it floppy arms. It's silly, it's fun. Give yourself permission to just be funny, be silly. Kids are so intuitive. This feels so good. So as you turn one way, bend the knee and just kind of start small. Let it get a little bigger. It's gonna help you stretch your upper body, your hips. Maybe it gets really, really big. Maybe you're washing away negative energy. Maybe you're in a funk. Maybe you're just feeling stiff. Another moment or so here. Slowing it down. And then coming back to our strong mountain pose. So feet firmly into your mat or your floor, shoulders back, fingertips wide, heart lifted, eyes closed. Check in. Do you feel all that energy that you activated within yourself? All right. Now, come to the top of your mat if you're not already. I'm coming over here. Let's inhale, reach to the sky, look up. Hands together, bend at the knees, bend at the waist. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. So hands on the thighs or the shins. Then exhale, fold forward. Press firmly into those feet. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. Hands together, and then exhale, fold forward again. You're releasing the tension in your lower back. You're releasing all the heavy burden you carry on your shoulders. We're done with that, right? Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Ready? Firmly press into the mat. Inhale, arms to the sky, standing up, look up. One more time. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. With strength. Oh, you're so strong. So you're activating all that inner strength today. Press into the mat. Inhale. Coming to your mountain pose. Close the eyes. Reconnect. Roll the shoulders back. Open the heart. And most importantly, breathe in that love. We're awakening the body. We're awakening the soul. let's continue this awakening. So have your feet about hips width apart, or you can bring them a little closer. Feel it out. We're going to inhale our arms up, and then exhale, slowly lower the hips, lower the booty, coming into a little bit of a squat. Maybe you're here, maybe you're here. If your shoulders are cranky, mine often are, bring your hands to heart center. Pause here, chair pose. One more cycle of breath, keeping those quads engaged towards the midline. All right, and then as you exhale, step your left foot back, coming into a lunge. You don't want to be on a tightrope. Have some space. Inhale the arms up. Exhale into like a W. Wonderful arms. If you're wobbling, it's okay. It means you're practicing strength, balance. Engage those quads towards each other. Hands can be at heart center if that feels easier. Waist, or in your wonderful arms. Remember to breathe. Heart is open. One more breath here. Release the hands, and with control, step to the front of the mat. Pause in your mountain pose. Notice, observe. Oh, judgment came in. Goodbye, judgment. This is the gift of time. This relationship with self. It's the greatest gift that you're giving yourself. Let's ground our feet in again, about hips width apart. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, coming into your chair pose. Maybe this time you get a little deeper. Engage that core. Pause here. Keep that heart lifted. You don't want this, right? So if it's too hard, stay here. There's always a modification. And wherever you're at, it's the perfect place to be. One more cycle of breath here. With control, step your right foot back into a lunge. Engage so you're tall, right? Inhale those arms up. Exhale, wonderful arms. If this isn't good, come here. Rest on the sacral area. Your butt will support you. Breathe. You're feeling the stretch in your hip flexors. Release the arms. With control, step to the front of the mat. Return to mountain pose. Yes, lots of check-ins. What if you checked in with yourself this often, every day? What would your life look like and feel like? Feel like you'd be taking such good care of yourself, right? Let's move on. Bring your feet about hips width apart. Pivot one foot towards the left, we'll say, the other towards the left. Hands on the hips, lift that heart. Lots of love, we're breathing in love today. Inhale. Exhale, micro bend in the knees, bend at the hips as if you're looking into a pond. Pause here, pyramid pose. Yes, that hamstring is activated on the left side. Your hands can be on the waist or you can bring them to heart center. We're almost done. You're strong, you're waking up. Release the hands with control. Raise up, pivot the feet back to center, shake them out maybe. And then gently pivot towards the right. Remember, we don't want to be on a tightrope. A little wider is okay. Inhale the heart open. And exhale, look into the pond on the other side. Keep a micro bend in the knees. We don't want to hyper extend over here. That's a bad habit of mine. Pause, breathe. Gently come back up to the top. Feet meet back together, and let us come to our final mountain pose. Roll the shoulders back, palms open, as if this is the only stance you're doing today. Ground those feet in, engage the core, close the eyes. Check in. How is this gift of time making you feel? Don't forget you have that worksheet to reflect on this experience when we're done. One more breath here with the eyes closed, noticing how the body feels. Let us meet in a seated position. Actually, on your back. Come to your back, hug the knees in, and just pause here. Give yourself that embrace. You're here, you're doing this, maybe roll the ankles out. Let's straighten the right leg. Keep that left knee hugged in. Roll out the ankles. With the right hand, gently bring that knee over the right side of the body into a twist. Oh, my favorite twist. I do this every day. Maybe look over the left shoulder. One more cycle of breath here. Let it feel good. Coming back to center, hug both knees in. Keep the right knee hugged in, straighten the left leg. Roll the ankle out. And gently cross it over the left side of the body, looking over the right shoulder. It feels so good. I hope you feel as good as I do right now. One more cycle of breath here, filling the body up. Coming back to center. Let's bring the feet about 2 inches away from the butt. Bend your elbows so your fingers are towards the ceiling. We're going to press into the heels, press into the triceps, engage the quads together, and inhale and lift up those hips, tucking the shoulders under into a bridge. Realigning the spine, opening that heart, engaging the lower body muscles. One more cycle of breath here. All right, gently releasing one vertebrae at a time. Now it's time for Shavasana. Today's short practice, straighten out the legs. Open the palms, or they can be on the belly or the heart. And let this practice just settle in. I'll read this to you once more, keeping your eyes closed. The most valuable gift you can give yourself is time. Time to be more fully present. It's your journey to become more inspired and have a deeper understanding. Join me breathing that in and out. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself another hug. Turning over to your right side. Knees towards the chest. Arm as a pillow. And just pause here. Notice. Notice how you're feeling compared to when we began today's practice. Not just your body, but how does your soul feel? using the left hand, or however you need, let us meet in a seated position. In yoga tradition, classes often begin and end with an Om. And the vibration of Om is what brings us together, whether we're together in person or virtual. Om is a vibration, it is a universal yes. So let us inhale, arms to the sky, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center, bowing in, taking a deep breath in and out. And we will inhale, and then as we exhale, we'll Om. So nice deep inhale. Om. It has been my honor to guide you in today's practice. I hope that this practice offered you the love that you are so deserving of. Gently open your eyes, wiggle your fingers. Please share feedback. Tell me about your experience. Maybe you privately email me or private message me. I know you want more. This is just a little taste of what my classes are like, and I have the most magical playlist. I love the music that I offer, but I cannot play it, unfortunately, because of copyright. But in person or virtually, you get to experience my playlist, and they're my favorite. Shavasana is usually I Am Light by India Ari, so maybe you'll treat yourself to a longer Shavasana, just laying there, letting it all soak in. So remember to share this on social media, tag I Love Me Yoga with Heather Nieves using hashtag Breathe in Love and hashtag I Love Me Yoga. Tomorrow we meditate together again. If you're local, I'm offering an event this weekend, Valentine's Day, yoga and meditation, a 75-minute yoga and meditation experience. There's only 4 spots available. I would love to have you if you're in Lexington, South Carolina. So thank you so much for joining today. I'll see you soon.